It's like this berry. Oh my god.
Cutting me up like a knife and I feel it deep in my bones. Kicking a habit I love even harder. You wanna know? Just hoping we catch one another.
Oh no, no, just be careful, no, no. Love ain't simple.
Whoa. No way. Oh my god, you guys.
And my father told me, listen son, listen to that inner voice that is telling you to
Look at all this. It's unbelievable. Woo! Bet you guys weren't expecting this right off the bat. As you guys saw, I just opened that Pure Cosmetics package. This is, oh, look at the box. It's so cool too. I just couldn't help myself but want to try this as I am getting everything ready to do some filming today. I haven't put the bottom half on because I didn't want it to fall off while I was talking to you guys, so I'm going to pop that on in just a second. This 2-piece foil mask helps lock in moisturizers to effectively penetrate deeper for visibly refreshed, brighter, and plumper looking skin. So I guess we'll see how this works. This may or may not be in my favorite Pure products that I'm going to be filming later today. I guess we'll find out. So while I'm letting that sit, my nails are looking very naked right now, and so I have about 15 to 20 minutes to kill. So I picked up these Kiss nails. Look how cute the design is, by the way. Oh my goodness, I've been waiting to use these. They're $3 at Target, so I'm gonna pop these babies on really quick and I'll be right back. And can we talk about how rainbow it is right now?
Her body's gold like September. She burns through the night like an ember. And all those things we try forgetting, I remember. But we say we all fine, we all fine. Sunny day dreams and we up now. Vodka lemonade, I serve it up, it goes down. 75 degrees in a dope sound. All you need to live fine, to live fine. A little sunshine, cause she need it. A dose of rainfall in the evening. The waves crash down and we feel them. Say here's to the nights we steal them. And I be running cause I figured out, the more I slow down, the less I get out. And if we fall, let's be strong now. Moving along,
it looks so much better now. $3 holla. Okay, it's time. So as you guys saw at the beginning of this video, I unboxed this deck of Scarlet eyeshadow palette and eyeliner, and now it's time to try it out. So let me just grab my notes here. So this package was sent to me by Deck of Scarlet to try out and do a tutorial for you guys. So if you guys have never heard of Deck of Scarlet before, it is a makeup subscription that comes every 2 months in the mail. It's $29.95, and the cool thing about it is that each palette is created in collaboration with a popular YouTuber, so that person will work on it with them. This box in particular was created in collaboration with Nikkia Joy, so if you guys are fans of her, you may have already seen this, but if not, check her out. So basically, she helped them put together this entire palette. So for me personally, I'm very hesitant when it comes to signing up for subscription-based programs, just because I don't know if I'm going to like what is sent to me every single month. But the cool thing about this one is that you can skip any time, so you'll be able to see the palette before it's shipped out to you, and you'll have a window of time to skip it if you don't really want it. It's always free shipping. They're specifically designed for you to be able to create a full face with it, and you'll also find a ton of YouTuber tutorials using it. Another thing I thought was cool about the company, I saw it on the back here. Oh wait, no, I didn't see it on the back. saw it on their website. So another cool thing that I saw on their website was that they are cruelty-free, paraben-free, and made in the USA. So this is what the palette looks like, and it actually has two little windows, which I think is really cool how they're separated. So the first window shows you all of the eyeshadows and the highlighter and blush, and then you have a mirror in here. It's all very high quality palette. And then in the other side you have two lipsticks. So this one looks like a matte and this one's a little bit more shiny. Not sure how I feel about having lipsticks in pans, but we'll see how it works out. So also in this month's box came a long-lasting liquid liner, and this is in the shade Galaxy, which is like slightly gray, which should complement the colors in this palette very, very well. And then the blush, like, this blush definitely will not work for me, so I'm going to use this as an eyeshadow instead, and that's the great thing about powder products, is that you can use them basically wherever you want on your face and make it work for you. So this is called Stellar, and it's like a deep, like, reddish, almost like purplish mauve color, and it's beautiful. It's going to be a gorgeous eyeshadow, so I'm really, really excited to try it. So far for my first impressions, I do feel like the quality of the palette and the color shade and how much product you're getting for the price, I feel like it is a reasonable price for this, but that is, of course, before I've tried it out, so hopefully the quality is good. So I'm going to take this fluffy blending brush. It's the Morphe M441. I'm going to start right out with Stellar, and I'm going to start bringing that into the crease. Seems to have good pigment, not a ton of kick up, which is nice. There's a little bit. I don't know if you guys can see that from there. There's not a huge amount. Alright, let's go in. Definitely seeing pigmentation. This is a good sign. I like the color too. It looks nice and slightly purple, but not crazy purple. This would be a gorgeous shade if you have green eyes. It blends pretty easily. I don't have any harsh lines that I can see. So far, I'm impressed. Definitely the color builds up really, really well. If you keep adding it, it definitely gets more pigmented. As you can see, I'm a little bit heavier on this side than this side now, so I'm just going to even that out. I feel like with purples, this is almost impossible to achieve. Usually with purple eyeshadows, they're very, very patchy and chalky, or they just don't show up at all. I'm very, very impressed with this color. I also don't have any fallout whatsoever under my eyes, so I'm very, very happy about that because I already did the rest of my face, obviously. So I'm thinking for this look, I'm going to do like cut crease halo eye. I'm going to take that deep gray shade called Space. And I'm just going to start laying that on the inner and outer corner. This is crazy. I feel like gray shadows tend to be quite patchy as well. So I'm really, really impressed here. Like, this is going on so nicely. These are blending out like a dream, guys. And another thing I just realized is that I honestly don't think I have any of at least these three colors here in my makeup collection at all, and I love them. So I'll definitely be grabbing this a lot more often, just so that I can use these colors. Oh my gosh, this is so grungy and beautiful. So far I'm very, very impressed with these eyeshadows, but we have only used the matte formulas so far. So let's go ahead and test out these shimmer shades. So I'm going to deepen up that inner and outer corner just a bit more so that we have a little bit more contrast. And I'm going to take that blue shade called Gravity. Wow. Do you see that? And it's like you can't really see any of the shimmer, even though it looks shimmery in the palette. This really makes a nice color to deepen the rest of your colors. Makes for a nice shadow to deepen the rest of your colors. I don't know where I learned to speak English. See the difference there? How much intensity that just built up? It's so good. Okay, so it's time to cut that crease. I'm taking my Naked Skin concealer. I don't use this under my eyes anymore, so I still have it. So I use it to cut my creases because I use the Tarte Shape Tape wand brush. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. I'm going to work on one eye at a time so that it's not getting everywhere. I'm going to use that Aurora shade, that nice gold, and we will see what kind of pigment this color has. What? I don't see anything right now. I'm going to try to apply it with my finger just because it's not really coming off the brush. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess it's kind of coming off. That's really disappointing. Like, I feel like it's hard. It's like hard to get onto my finger. I have to really press down hard and swirl my finger in the pigment to get it out. But once I get it on my eye, it's pretty nice. Concealer. Oh, now it's showing up. Okay. That's a lot better. Okay, so let's try out this eyeliner. It's just a regular, I think it's felt tip. No, it's like a bunch of hairs. And it's like a matte dark gray shade. So let's see what we can do. Okay, so I like it, but one thing I'll say is it definitely takes a little bit more effort and more layers to get it to go on completely smoothly and to have the good coverage. It just is a little bit on the dry side. Can you guys see how it takes me multiple swipes over the same area to get it completely covered? Let's go ahead and try out the highlighter. I'm so excited. This is the most excited I am about this whole entire palette. More on the natural side. I like the shade though. It doesn't look gray on my skin or anything. That was the one thing I was nervous about because it is slightly darker than most highlighters I have. Okay, let's see if we can build up this highlighter just a bit more. I'm going to take it on this smaller brush here. Ooh. That definitely worked. It's crazy. I did not expect this highlighter to show up so well on my skin in terms of color. I mean, I love the shine. I feel like it's very natural and flattering. I really, really like it. But in terms of what it looks like in the pan versus what it looks like on your face, I really thought that it was going to have some kind of weird grayish, pinkish taupe cast. I thought it was going to be a lot darker than it actually is, and it's actually one of my more natural looking highlighters compared to all of the other ones that I had. Like, some of them have a slightly peachy cast to them, or you know, some of them just have more gold and are a little too dark or whatever, but this one is beautiful. Let's try these lip colors. I'm thinking because my eyes are so heavy right now, I don't know if I want to try this one or if I want to try the nude one. I don't know. I might try both just for the heck of it. I guess I'm going to start off with the lighter color. So that one's Astro. That's the more matte formula. And I just have this angled lip brush right here. I'm not sure if it's for your lips, but it's a liner brush. That's okay though. Okay, so far this is pretty sheer. Maybe it's because I have lip gloss on still. I'm just going to try and wipe that off. It is applying pretty nicely considering that I'm not wearing any lip liner. I didn't even think of this. You could totally combat this whole thing by applying your foundation all over your lips or your concealer or whatever, just to give it a nice smooth base, and then the color will show up even truer. I have very, very pigmented lips naturally, so it's taking me a little bit more work to get some coverage. So I have to be honest, I do actually kind of like this lipstick. I really didn't think that I was going to like lipstick out of a pan. I do like it. I do feel like it would look better if I had blocked out my lips before starting or used a similar lip liner, because I can see some of the pink of my lips around it and even a little bit through it, but it does have really, really good coverage and it feels nice. It's not sticky, it's not dry. It's definitely going to transfer onto things like if you're taking a drink from a straw or from a cup or bottle or whatever, if you're eating, it's definitely going to come off. It's not a long-lasting formula, but it feels nice. And I got it all over my teeth. Alright, good? So this is what the look looks like with the first lipstick. So I feel like with the other color, it's going to go on a lot better because it's so similar to my natural lip color. So the other color is called Venus. It's like this berry. Oh my god. Okay, so just so you know, berry is much softer than Venus. Look what I just did. Oh my god. I cannot believe I just gouged so much product out of this palette. Okay. Well, let's try to make do with what we can from this one. So this definitely seems to be a lot lighter of a color than I was expecting by looking at this. I don't know, does it look the same? Maybe I'm just crazy. I really didn't think it was going to look this bright pink. I thought it was going to be a little bit more of like a sangria pink. So I'm going to go ahead and dip back into more Astro and see if I can possibly layer this on top. Okay, so this is what the two lip colors look like mixed together. I actually really like this color. It's almost like a grape, it reminds me of like grape soda or something. I just like how it complements the rest of the colors, and I feel like everything looks a little bit more cohesive now. I do kind of think maybe out of the 3 different combinations that I've shown you, I did like the first one the best, I think. But I do feel like that one might have looked the best with this overall eye look. Alright, final thoughts here, guys. I hate to say it. I don't hate to say it, but I really didn't think I was going to like this very much. I do like it. I do think it's worth it. I like the eyeliner. I like the eyeshadows. I like the look that I created with this. I like that they are colors that I don't already have in my collection. I don't know how I really feel about having lipstick in a palette. I don't know how often I would ever really use that, but you could technically possibly use the lip colors as like a sticky base for your eyeshadows as long as you use a very thin layer and really blend it out. It might give you a little bit more of a pigmentation, or just like make it a little bit more intense if you wanted to do like a purple smoky eye and use, you know, the blush over top of the berry lipstick, or even like the gray over top of the more taupe colored lipstick. Like, it might just make it look a little bit cooler, but you'd really have to blend that out with a fluffy blending brush first. Sorry about that, guys. So I'm back. I just popped onto my other camera because the other one died. As I was saying, the one thing that I do not like about this palette is the shimmer shadow, and that is this one called Aurora. As you can see, it kind of has like a gray tinge, like almost like it has like a weird like film over it after I've been touching it or even like putting my brush in it. I just don't think that the formula on this eyeshadow is quite right. It did end up showing up pretty pigmented once I could really like smush it onto my eye, but that is honestly the only thing that I really don't like about this palette. Everything else I think is amazing quality. I love the colors, I love the variety, and I definitely think that for $30 every 2 months, that deck of Scarlet is totally worth it. So that's it for today's video. I hope that you enjoyed it. Make sure to give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.